And it was practically a photo finish on the television show Amazing Race, in which contestants spent a month traveling around the globe in hopes of winning a $1 million prize. As April Woodard reports, despite all the miles and all the time, the winner was decided by mere minutes.
They called it the Amazing Race. Guess what? They weren't exaggerating.
It felt surreal.
That's fantastic.
In the end, it came down to New Yorkers Frank and Margarita Mesa versus Rob Frisbee and Brennan Swain from Los Angeles, and one pair would lose by mere minutes. The last leg of this around-the-world race included snowshoes, dog sleds, a bone-chilling dive, and finally a trip from Anchorage, Alaska to New York.
Woodside, New York! Woo!
But at the airport, who should Frank and Margarita run into but Rob and Brennan? Same plane, same changeover at Seattle, same flight from there to Newark, New Jersey. Then suddenly it was all down to a pair of cabs taking different routes to the same destination in Queens, New York. And from this spot, they were instructed to take a subway train to the finish line.
We just kept expecting them to come through the door and get on the same train with us, and then doors closed and took off, and we figured they were behind us.
They were right, but Frank and Margarita didn't know they were running second.
She was like really happy, and I was like, well, don't count your chickens before they're hatched.
A quick train ride for Rob and Brennan, and suddenly, after circling the globe, the finish line was in sight, and the $1 million prize.
The culmination of 34 days and 40,000 miles of stress and energy and emotion, and it was just, there aren't words.
It was an unbelievable moment.
Minutes later, Frank and Margarita were in the home stretch. Suddenly, they realized they were just a little too late.
Me and Rob and Brennan are here. Like, that wasn't supposed to happen.
But they took defeat in their stride.
It was still exciting. It was still a wonderful, wonderful ending to this great experience.
The experience of a lifetime.
Yeah.
I mean, we always say that even if it hadn't been on television, it would have been worth doing.
The next